stop for him.
I ain't going to stop. I couldn't get a better shot of one, could I?
Yeah, I know.
Take your time.
It's like slow motion.
Don't mind us. I think he's safely, or she is safely out of the way now.
Yeah.
Several more up here on the right. A bunch more. Goodness, look at, there's got to be 50 or 60 out there in that field.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them.
In addition to the ones here along the side of the road. So we have a lot of elk out here at the Econo-Lufty Visitor Center, just outside of Cherokee. Stop right here. Try to zoom up a little bit. We've only been through here a few times where we saw this many. Sometimes you do though. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the start off of this video with all the elk in the field. Best time to see elk here at Econo-Lufty is early morning or late evening. I think that's pretty much all year round. I mean, I know in the summertime they try to stay out of the heat of the day, but there's no heat today. It's cold. What is today? March the 12th?
12th, yes.
And this past week has been spring-like here, and it snowed this morning. Not any snow left on the ground here in the lower elevations. As we cross the Smokies, I do anticipate to see some up towards Newfound Gap. I don't know how much they got, but I do anticipate seeing some lingering snow. But as warm as it's been this week, the bottom fell out overnight. And so we're going to go across the national park now, see if we can see a little bit more snow this year. And enjoyed seeing those elk. It's rare that you see that many of them. It's not rare to see them there. They're all over Cherokee, Maggie Valley, and especially over in Cataloochee Valley. But this is a great place to see them at the Econo-Lufty Visitor Center. We've been through here many times and seen varying numbers, anywhere from 10 to, I think one time about up to 100. There's probably 60 tonight. And you can see them along the roads just in a mile or two past the visitor center as well. But we're just going to make a little video riding through the national park on our way to Gatlinburg again this week. Actually, we're staying in Pigeon Forge this time. We don't usually do that. We've done it a few times, but usually we do stay in Gatlinburg, but we're going to be staying in Pigeon Forge. Looking forward to meeting up with some YouTube friends this weekend. That's on Saturday. Yeah. But yeah, we're just riding through. I'll tell you, we've been on a national park kick the past few years, but this is still my favorite national park.
Yes.
But there's a lot of beautiful ones in this country. Lord willing, in a couple of months, we're going to be, that makes it sound like it's too far off when I say a couple of months. But it is. We're going to be seeing anywhere from 3 to 5 more national parks, depending on how much time we have that week.
I'm planning it out.
So we probably won't get but maybe 1 in.
No, we'll get 5 in.
This is new territory. Shaughnessy planning the vacations now. We don't know how this is going to go. I am usually always the one that does that. You did plan out Yellowstone 2 years ago a little bit. You kind of wrote down some things that you wanted to do.
To stop and see.
Yeah.
And he pretty much decided, like, okay, this night we'll stay here. We need to be here, to make sure we're on track. But this time I'm doing that. It's like we're starting at, okay, we can make it to here, see this and that. So.
I don't know if I've ever been on a trip that like overnight. You did plan to Charlotte,
right? But
like a week long. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, there's a lot of ground to cover.
A few more elk out there too. But yeah, we're going to be seeing anywhere from 3, she says 5 national parks here in a couple of months. We're not saying where yet. We have one viewer who I guarantee you we'll figure it out. He did last year. No, he did before Christmas last year, even though we hadn't even publicly said it. So I don't know if we
he's got some kind of to anybody.
No, we had not. He's got some kind of mind reading device or something. I don't know what it is. But other than that, it's going to be a surprise. So,
and then we get to do something else on that same trip that we're very excited to do again.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm probably going to cut that out. But yeah, that's kind of iffy. But we're going to try to get as many of the new national parks as we can. So I'm seeing the flashing sign here: snow and ice on road. And yes, you see the hood of the Blue Princess. I usually try not to show hood, but I have it tilted a certain way for that. Got her fixed.
Yeah, only less than a week.
Yeah, we dropped it off last Monday and we picked it up, was that Thursday or Friday?
Friday,
yeah.
I think.
So, turned out, thankfully, to be a lot less than what I thought. It was a little more than the original estimate, but, you know, when you say anything on YouTube, you get a lot of... I'm learning YouTube has the greatest doctors, lawyers, and apparently body shop estimators in the world. Everybody has an opinion. But anyway, it turned out to be way lower, thankfully, because it was all out of pocket. There was no deductible because once we paid for this, we canceled collision, and we were just banking on the fact that we don't get in wrecks that are our fault. So, except this one was my fault. So,
well, you did what you had to do.
I did what I had to do. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse, but it was unavoidable. But thankfully, it was not worse than it was. Yeah. But anyhow, Blue Princess is fixed. You probably heard back there in the parking lot, the Blue Princess needs brakes.
She needs brakes. I was telling him on the way up here. I said I need new brakes.
Yeah, that's the nice way of saying I got to change brakes when we get home.
Oil change probably too. Do about it.
Maybe just do it all in one evening when I'm dirty. I hate to come home from work and have to do all that, or maybe next Friday if we're at home or something. But
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I am the official brake changer, oil changer, and any other small maintenance jobs that need to be done on our vehicles. But anyhow,
I'm just sitting here looking. It's like the grass it's always green and pretty through here, but there's like no leaves on the tree or anything like that. But I remember last spring when we came, I guess it was 1st of April, the wildflowers were starting to bloom. I don't think we even had realized it, and we just happened to catch it, and it was so pretty.
I'm trying to remember because we made a video that day of the flowers.
We did.
I don't know, did we just start seeing them and decide to make a video?
I think we were coming through that night. Well, maybe so. I remember
Well, yeah, no, you may be right on that. We may have come through that night and you saw them, then we decided that next morning, I think that's
what
possible.
I think what we did. It's like, oh, wow, this is nice.
Yeah. So the Smokies are pretty... This is not the prettiest time of year to visit the Smokies because, like she said, there's no leaves on the trees. Here in the lower elevations, some of the Bradford pears are coming in. Pretty much nothing else. Once we get up to the high elevation around Newfound Gap, spring won't start coming in for at least another month.
Oh, yeah.
It's usually about 4 weeks behind up there than what it is down here in the valleys. As you've heard us say that in the fall leaf updates that we do, that's why we do different elevations throughout October, because the leaves always start turning earlier up there because it's colder up there, and works its way down through into the valleys throughout the month. And the lower elevations are late October, even early November, a little bit of lingering color. But yeah, so it's kind of reversing spring. Spring starts here first. Everything can be in bloom here. You drive up to Newfound Gap, and the trees are just starting to leaf. So, but I do anticipate seeing a little bit of snow once we get up higher. We're only about 2,500 feet here, so nothing yet. But we'll see. Okay, so this is Highway 441, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Since we're coming from home and headed up here, we're coming from the Cherokee, North Carolina side. We'll head up to Newfound Gap, elevation 5,046 feet. Again, that's about double what we are here. And that will be the Tennessee state line with North Carolina up there at the top. and then we will descend down into Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. And we've already decided where we're going to eat tonight. We usually discuss that on the way up here. While I'm driving, she'll read menus. We just switch drivers back there at the restrooms at the visitor center. But I think we kind of made a decision. He's from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't you know?
I guess maybe decided too crowded.
Yeah, I guess so. But right now it's just pretty bare, as you see. There's just not really. I don't know. I love coming in the fall, and it's pretty in the winter if there's snow.
Absolutely, yeah.
But winter is my least favorite time to come when it looks like this.
Summer's pretty with all a lot of greenery and stuff like that.
It is very green. The only problem with summer is if you want to go up to the dome, it's very hazy.
Well, yeah, but I just meant riding through the park.
And there's a word of advice, and it's kind of, there's pros and cons to both. If you want to do Kuohi/Klingman's Dome, if you go in the summertime, you can escape the heat of the valleys because it hardly ever tops out 70 degrees up there. Once in a while to get up into the 70s. I think the record up there is like 82 ever. But usually it's comfortably in the 60s, even on the days when it's 90 in the valley. So that's a good time to escape the heat. On the other hand, the views are not as good because of the summer haze in the valleys.
Yeah, that's true.
So you cannot see nearly as far. So I would tell everybody, if you're going to the dome, try to go in the fall or in November. They close the road December 1st through March 31st, or if it snows before that or after March 31st, they'll close it again temporarily. But it is closed every year from December 1st to March 31st because of the snow and ice that just stays up there. But if you can go in October, November after some cold nights, you will freeze up there. But the exchange there, as you can see, a lot further.
Yeah, you
can see down into Georgia. I've heard 7 states: North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, Kentucky, and maybe into Alabama even. I can't prove the Alabama part, but I have heard that. There is a website that lists 7 states. Instead of Alabama, they say Mississippi. That's wrong. You cannot see Mississippi from up there. I think you could probably see some of Alabama. But anyway, climb on up. We'll show you some snow if indeed we see any. Okay, starting to see a few little patches of snow just above 3,000 feet here. Still not much. I didn't even know it had snowed up here last night. Watching a video and somebody said it had snowed in Gatlinburg this morning, or from a cabin above Gatlinburg. So I started looking at the Newfound Gap webcam, and sure enough, it did get a little bit. But I mean, it snows up here all the way into April, and they have had snow in May, but it's just kind of interesting after the week of mild weather we've had.
Oh, yeah. Hey, today was the first day of the blizzard of 93.
Yeah, 1993. I was helping. We weren't married yet. That was a month before we got married. I was helping y'all move, and the blizzard of 93 hit.
Mm-hmm.
We got 16 inches at home. Mount LeConte here in the Smokies got 63 inches. Gatlinburg got 3 feet.
I saw it on Facebook. Some places were talking about, the blizzard. They said in different areas of the state, some of the snow drifts. One of them, I think the highest was like 21 feet. So where would a snow drift like that be at?
That was the blizzard where those hikers came down from Michigan and came down here going a hike, which is really bad planning. And they got. It's in that book, Into the Mist. What is the name of that book I've got?
Into the Mist.
Into the Mist.
I think so.
I remember when that happened. One of them did lose a foot to frostbite, but everybody survived, thankfully. But there was a bunch of them, and they woke up that morning to feet of snow on the ground. But what I'm getting at is it's not unusual to snow in March here at all. It could very well snow a couple more times. Whoops, up here. Sorry, this phone is on a magnetic holder and it sometimes falls off.
I put the magnet inside his case because his case has got a pretty picture on the outside, so the magnet's having to go through the case onto it.
But Yeah, the cases, I guess, is so thick it kind of causes the magnet to not hold sometimes. But anyway, just wanted to show you a little ride through the Smokies. It's actually been a while since we've just done a video of a ride through the national park. I do apologize for that sun. Wow, that was blinding. And got a bunch
turkey.
I got 4 turkey on the side of the road. And that is, what is that? Pennsylvania in front of us. The Keystone State. So yeah, what I was saying is it can snow. If you hear that crack, that's the water bottles with the air pressure of elevation change.
They always start popping.
Yes, they do.
Just like your ears pop.
Yeah. But it can snow up here for another month solid easily. We've come up here for our anniversary many times. There'll still be snow up here. But just the week we had this week at home, it was over 80 yesterday.
It was so warm yesterday because I remember what did I do? I started a load of laundry and I changed our bed sheets. And I told him, I said, I am so hot. And it's just like, wasn't prepared for that in the house to be that warm.
Yeah. It's about a month ahead of temperatures like that when they shouldn't be here yet. But it was cold today at home. You even saw some sleet at home.
Yeah, it's like this morning started off at 60 something, and by the time I came home at lunch, it was
well into the 40s. Well into the 40s.
It had been raining, and then on my way back to work, it was sleeting, and then after about an hour, the sun came out.
Yep.
And now it's just cold.
Yes, now it's just cold.
It says 33 on the.
And next week it's supposed to be cold most of the week. Did you know that? Highs in the 40s.
All week? No, I didn't know.
I don't know about all week, but several days of it.
Okay, this person here, I've got someone in front of me. She's obviously in a hurry to pass on a solid line.
Yep. Caution, ice, snow on roads. So far, we haven't seen it on the roads, just on the sides. So we're about probably 4,500 feet up now. So that lady that zoomed around us and them, I think she was getting impatient with them. And I'm not saying I don't understand, because I do, but I'm not going to do like that.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Pass a solid line either.
Solid line, yeah, that can be dangerous.
Yeah,
maybe she's got an emergency, I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Never know. But we are not too far from Newfound Gap anyway. We're coming up on one of my favorite overlooks on this highway through the Smokies. That's the Econolufty Valley overlook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so pretty.
Yeah. It's maybe not the most expansive view, but I don't know. I just have always liked it. It's right there in the curve.
I think because it has mountains on the sides, and then you can see the distance, real pretty mountains.
Yeah, you're actually looking back at the Blue Ridge Parkway area and like the Mile High Campground area. So I do believe I see some icicles hanging here to the left.
Yeah, off the rocks there.
And here's my overlook, and they have got all kinds of stuff out in the parking lot.
Huh.
And that looks terrible. But I'm sure, I don't know.
Some type of improvement.
I'm sure. I don't know, I just like that little opening right there. I can zoom out a little bit, but it'll get the hood. I don't like showing the hood. I was looking at some of our old scenic drive videos, and I almost always showed hood, but to me it's like it's hard for me not to look at the hood if I see it, so I just try to zoom up and get past it.
Yeah, it looks better without it, but if you can't, you can.
Right. Okay, so we're at the crest right here, right at Newfound Gap. You'll pull through the parking lot at Newfound Gap. That way maybe they'll get a head start, get a little further ahead of us.
Yeah, it's fine.
So this is the Tennessee-North Carolina state line. And that could be a little ice right there on the...
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a little ice on the road. So yeah, just pull through here real quick. Give them a little head start. Oh, that car's apparently been here overnight. It's got snow on the side of it and icicles hanging on the bottom. But here, hold on, just go slow. We'll pull it off the magnet. Just a little bit of dusting on the trees still yet. Not the snow to end all snows, but I think they will get some more, especially if it stays cold next week. I think they will get some more snow up here probably next week.
So that vehicle there must be the one that I saw earlier today when I looked to see it's got snow up on the hood.
Oh yeah, so you were looking at the webcam.
Yeah, I did check out the webcam. There was a vehicle.
They need a new license plate on the front of that. Okay, back on the magnet it goes. And that rock monument you see to the right, that is where President Roosevelt dedicated the national park, stood and gave his speech. I think it was FDR, not Teddy, but hold on, get that. Here, just put that out your window. Got the backside of Mount LeConte coming in there.
Zoom up a little bit.
Yes, that's the backside of Mount LeConte. So now we're going to descend down the Tennessee side, which the snow tends to not melt. Watch out, that's ice on the road there, I think. Tends to not melt as quick because just a lot more shade right here. And the icicles on the rocks usually are a little bit more pronounced on this side.
Yeah, they are.
Not because it's colder and snow, well, it is colder just because it's shadier, but...
And there's more rocks actually on this side too.
There are. Pull off at Morton's. Yeah, let's see if we can get some icicles right through here. Right here's Morton. Oh. Yep. All right. Yeah, so it's cold and windy right here. I just wanted to kind of stop and get that on the trees over there. I hope that's coming in. This is the Ben Morton overlook, and you can actually look down on the road we're going to be on if you see those little snow patches down there. Yeah, that's right into the sun. Probably can't see that too well. Yeah, so the Ben Morton overlook is a primary place to come and watch the sunset. Especially in the winter months, or no, I'm sorry, the warmer months. That's a good place to watch the sunset because of the angle of the sun. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. There's usually a lot more snow on the Tennessee side just because there's no sunlight that gets in here. Two days ago, we knew we've been knowing we were coming up here. I was not expecting to see snow this trip after a week of unseasonably warm spring weather. So this is just an added bonus here for 22nd. Yeah, that's what I'm getting now. So yeah, Lord willing, as the weather warms, we're going to be doing a lot more outdoor activities. Bring y'all. I know a lot of y'all like the outdoor activities and not the food reviews so much. And you're like me. Thing is, when it's wintertime, food reviews is the dominant thing we do because it's about all we can do.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Or bring snowfall.
That's what I say. Yeah, or snow. Our last Gatlinburg trip up here when it snowed, that was like so much fun.
Oh yeah, that was end of January and early February. Yep. That was just, that was such a blessing to be up here then. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's got a few little icicles hanging there. But yeah, we wanted to camp a lot more last summer, and that's hopefully in the cards this summer at least 3 to 4 times.
I hope so.
We are going to do our camping trip in Cades Cove. However, we're doing that a little different this year. We're going for the same amount of nights, but we're not going Labor Day weekend. It worked out to where we get another long weekend, and I'm just going to take a Monday off work, so we're going to go up for the same amount of time and avoid the Labor Day traffic. So we're getting our same site that we always got that booked. But that just worked out a lot better. We're not going to have to be there and fight the Labor Day traffic.
Yeah, that's true.
At least this year. We're going to try it this way and then figure out how we want to do it going forward. We might just keep doing it that way. But we had 4 or 5 camping trips we wanted to do last year, and it seemed like it was like for a while the Amazon rainforest. It would rain every weekend we wanted to camp. And hopefully this year we can bring you some more camping videos. Yeah, here we go. It's pretty through here. It's still on the trees a little bit.
You can always tell where the sun's been shining.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we should be getting back out of the snow here directly because we're descending elevation now. Whoop. That was sudden. Was he signaling?
If he did, I didn't see it till you was
As I said, if we rake the blueprints this time, I'm not driving, so that would not be my fault. That's kind of what happened on Interstate 40 the other week. The guy in front of us hit his brakes suddenly.
Because the person
I didn't know why, so I had to miss him, or try to miss him, and I did, except for some scuffing of paint, but didn't dent him. I mean, that's kind of like, that was a blessing.
It really was, yeah.
And then, of course, you know what happened when I kind of glanced to the side of the guardrail to miss him. I thought the guardrail was better than hitting him. So when he got out, I didn't even know I nicked him, but he stopped. So I thought he was checking on us. And I said, I don't think I hit you, did I? And he said, well, I felt something. I'm not sure. So I went back through there, and he said, I'm sorry to hit my brakes like that. He said, but the guy in front of me did for some reason. Oh, look at all of it through here. Wow. I'm going to quit talking for a minute and enjoy this. Yeah, beautiful right through there. And of course, you know the story there. Got her fixed, thankfully.
Yeah, the bad thing about, I guess, cars that have fiberglass on them, they break easier, because when he took off one of the fenders, the part that holds the radiator up, one side was broken and the other side wasn't, so that was like an additional.
Yeah, he first gave us an estimate that I was like, thank God, you know, I mean, for what it could have been. And then once he got in there, there was, it was his lens. It was the lens for your left light. He said it was the one he had was cracked. Yeah,
he had gotten one and it was cracked. Then he had to get a different one.
So that upped it a little bit, but still, it was way, way low. Man, it's beautiful through here.
It really is.
I wasn't expecting to see it still left on the trees like that.
Yeah, you think that would go quickly in the sun. But I guess that's not where it's been shining, so.
Yeah. So now you're approaching the Alum Cave Trailhead. That is one of 5 trails that leads to the summit of Mount LeConte. And if you don't want to hike to LeConte, you can go as far as the Alum Cave Bluffs, which is worth seeing in itself.
I like that trail.
I do too. It's the most scenic of the 5, in my opinion. And if you go like around the 3rd week of June, about my birthday weekend, you see the rhododendrons blooming. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Mountain laurel, and I don't remember if there was any azaleas or not, but I remember
there was a few, not many there. Gregory Bald and Andrews Bald are the place to see the azaleas. Yeah. It's another hike we need to bring for the channel. We haven't been to Andrews Bald since we started doing YouTube.
Oh.
We need to go back.
That was not that bad.
It's not. It's 1.8 miles from Cleveland's Dome parking lot.
One way?
Yeah. It's downhill, it's uphill coming back.
Yeah. Which
is the reverse of most hikes that we do. Mm-hmm. They got a lot more snow on this side. They did.
Wow.
I was not expecting this. So the Tennessee side definitely got the brunt of that snowstorm. I thought we'd be out of it by now, but we're not. But what I was going to say about Alum Cave, if you just want a short hike, that's a good one. You can hike to Arch Rock. Then you could go onto the bluffs. I think it's 2.7 miles one way.
I don't remember what it was.
And then if you want to go on to the summit of LeConte, you would need to have gotten an early start to do that. It's another, I don't want to tell you wrong, 5 miles total.
We were on the trail one time and weren't even planning on going to Mount LeConte. Remember, we were like feeling so good. It's like, do we want to go ahead and go?
But I'm glad we didn't, because we would have hiked back in the dark.
We would have. And we also wanted to get a shirt up there. And we had no cash on us or anything. So
we saved it till next June and went. My birthday weekend. That'll be 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah. We hiked up Alum Cave and hiked down Trillium Gap, and honestly, the Trillium Gap trail, if they let that one grow over, it wouldn't hurt my feelings.
I didn't like that one at all.
That's the llama trail where they get the supplies up there with the llamas, and ask me how I know. There's evidence of it all the way. But
that one you feel like you're just walking and walking and walking. It's like
and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. That's
right, and we didn't see anybody, so we were kind of worried. Are we even on the right trail?
Yeah.
And my knees were hurting, and I needed another pair of socks because I feel like my feet were hurt. Gave me a pair of his wool socks. Didn't know that I was allergic to wool.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody have so many problems in one day. So finally, I had to carry her the last 2 miles out. And I did. But yeah, you did have more problems on that hike than. I don't know. You seem to have problems on hikes. Gregory Bald, you got a stinging nettle and cellulitis. Remember that?
Yeah, because I thought it was a beast.
Table Rock, you twisted your ankle.
Yeah, Table Rock. I was like watching him walk in front of me. I thought, I'm just going to walk in his footsteps. It's like as soon as I thought that, down I go.
Yeah, I'm ahead of him. I hear, turn around, don't see her. And look down, there she is. Yeah, you were becoming a hiking liability there for a while. So a lot more hikes I want to do, but got all that,
life baggage.
Yeah. I want to do the Pinnacle outside the national park so I can fly the drone.
Yeah, that one we've watched.
Yeah, that looks like a nice hike, and I want to do it definitely for some drone footage sometime. Maybe we'll get that done this year. We'll see. Yeah, I think now we're getting out of the snow. That was beautiful back there.
Yeah, on that big rock back there's a bunch of water coming down. I guess where snow's melting.
Yeah.
You see how little drips here too.
Oh yeah. So we are descending down probably below, I'm going to say below 3,000 feet by now. Sorry about that sun. But yeah, when we had that little fender bender, I never realized how many people on YouTube are experts as to what really happened that weren't even there.
Why is that so blurry?
Huh?
Look at the screen.
I can't see it because of the sun. Is it blurry? That's probably why. The light's probably messing it up. It should focus back in, I hope.
Touch the center of the screen.
There. Did that focus?
It put it in focus, yeah.
I learned something. Oh, look at that. You can still see a lot of snow up there on the mountain. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I thought we would see a little bit, but I didn't know there would be that much left.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And this is where last year we saw a lot of the pretty wildflowers. I was looking now and like, is there any sign of anything?
Was this the purple ones or the yellow?
There was purple and white ones up there.
No, the white ones was on up where we got out.
Yeah, but there was some purple ones, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, watch that spring wildflower drive through here from last April. Absolutely.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
For a long picnic area, a lot of people come and picnics like we did last year.
That is a great picnic area. Was that last year or year before?
That was last year. Old Dad's General Store and then into the park. And in that video, or on the video, is actually, I guess our Facebook, someone from, what was the name of that magazine, saw my picture that we had put of the...
Oh, what was that? Well, we don't have
picnic table.
I can't
It's
look
Blue
it up
Ridge
here,
something, I guess. Right?
Yeah, there's no signal.
But
in the park.
she asked, she says, "Can we use your picture?" I'm like, "Sure." So she gave us credit and sent me a picture or a copy of the magazine as far as online.
Was it a North Carolina? Well, it couldn't have been because we were in Tennessee.
I think it was Blue Ridge something.
Blue Ridge something. And yeah, next thing we know, they ask us if they can use a picture from our video.
Yeah, and it was just like a picnic table there by the river. I was like, huh.
And there's another company, they've used us twice now. Without us knowing it, they did credit us, and they used VA Fun Seekers footage too. And we didn't even know it. A woman messaged us, one of our viewers, and said, "I just saw Shaughnessy on another channel. They were doing a documentary on Biscuitville." I said, "Well, that's impossible because we've only been to a Biscuitville one time in our life, and it was our local one that had just opened." I said, "There's no way." Well, she found the link. Sure enough, I'll be doggone if it wasn't.
And of course, it was the day that I had my hair all pulled back, looked like a.
It was right after Helene. We were going to our son's house to chainsaw some trees that fell in his backyard. One had fell on his house just barely, not enough to damage anything. So we were headed over there. We were just grabbing a bite to eat. And of course, that's the one they would use. But it was something about top 10 breakfast fast food chains.
Yeah.
So then this same group, and I can't remember who they are now.
I can't remember.
I get another message that said, "Is that you or your twin brother in Steak and Shake?" I thought, what are you talking about? They did a thing on like some of the worst fast food places, which Steak and Shake should not be in that list because in my opinion it's the best one. But yeah, there's a picture of me in Gainesville, Florida, chowing down on a hamburger, Steak and Shake. They just use our stuff, you know.
And you don't see your name, but it's real tiny print up in the top left in white lettering. It's like, oh, okay, they're giving us some credit.
So they used our stuff and the VA Fun Seekers in their little documentaries. But you know, they credit. I don't care. You know.
Yeah, they're not making fun of us or anything like that.
Yeah, I'd rather see it like that than some of these other jokers. But
and we've had people before, like somebody messaged us. It's been a year or so.
Let me just put it this way: they were doing theirs under fair use, which really means educational purposes or commentary or critique, not just to turn it into something vulgar.
Yeah.
So.
But someone messaged us a year or so ago our AT&T football stadium footage. Remember they wanted to use some of your clips.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever saw what they put out, but I remember.
It was just a brief when we were taking that tour of AT&T Stadium there in Arlington, Texas. But yeah, that looks like that's about all the snow. We did want to bring you that and just do a little video of us riding on our way to Pigeon Forge through the national park and just kind of conversing like we normally would if the camera was off.
It's always much more fun when we have friends with us.
It is. It sure is. One of the things where a lot of y'all viewers are such a blessing to us is, I'm going to turn it back on me. That's just for... Yeah, let me hit just that. Okay. Well, sorry, y'all. One of the things that's a blessing to us is we get this all the time. People say, feel like we're out there in the vehicle with you, just riding along. And that's really what we want you to feel like. We want you to feel like you're here with us and enjoying it with us. We're not obviously professional by any stretch of the word, but we want to be personable. I'd rather be personable than professional.
Absolutely.
We want to put out good videos, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we want good quality videos, but we would rather be personable and be friendly and have friends than anything else.
There are channels I watch and it's like they're so well done. The videos they're professional. But I don't know, I like the personable aspect as well. And when we hear from you all that say you used to come here, maybe you can't anymore, maybe your spouse is no longer with you, it makes us feel good to know that you feel like you're reliving a memory through us. We get emails sent to us about that a lot, because it's a blessing to us to hear that. Did I show you the email from the guy from Sarasota the other week? Lost his wife and told us how much it means.
Oh yeah, because he sent some pictures of them, didn't he?
Yes. You couldn't read that and hold it together, honestly. And just to know that we're making an impact, and in a spiritual way to point people to Christ too. It's what it's all about. It ain't about a restaurant, to be honest with you. It's about that. But is your head clogged up?
No.
Mine is. My ears.
No, I've been popping my ears since we've been going down.
Yeah, I need to yawn or something one good time. Yeah, when you gain elevation, your head clogs up, and mine hasn't unclogged yet.
So back there was the visitor center, and then the little ranger station. So from here all the way back to town, we hiked in the snow.
There, that did it. Yawning.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna turn it back around. Let me get ready to do it again.
When we were talking about the snow back at the end of January, February, we were so excited we were going to walk to the.
I'm sorry, y'all.
The national park sign. So we did. And then we thought, well, we're going to walk to the what's that cabin? O&B cabin.
O&B cabin, yeah.
No, we went Cataract Falls, then the O&B cabin, and then we're walking back this way into town, and cars are passing us and stuff like that. Nobody ever stopped. Hey, you guys okay? The snow plow guy stopped. He goes, you guys okay?
Yeah, because we're just walking this road right here, and the snow was so deep, and where they had plowed it, it was still covered the road, still a solid sheet of ice. I couldn't walk on it.
We had to be slow and easy.
I had to basically get to the side and walk where the snow was deep to get traction, because the other was just a solid sheet of ice.
Yeah.
And that, if you ain't never hiked through knee-deep snow, it's not easy.
No, it is a workout. And
it really is.
But yeah, this is what, is it 2 miles from the visitor center?
Well, we did a total 6, but yeah, from Sugarlands back to town is like, I think 2 miles.
Yeah.
And then we were staying at the Wander. But we're coming into Gatlinburg now, and there's the national park sign. That's where our 6-mile hike was originally supposed to be to, which would have been like a half a mile. Right there at the back of the sign.
But it was just so much fun, and it was so pretty, and it was just, I enjoyed it. Like coming back now, it's like I wish there was snow on the ground, even though I hate cold. But I don't remember being, well,
yeah, if it would just snow at 70
and stay on the ground.
But I tell you what, that was one of the funnest hikes I think I've ever done.
It was very, very enjoyable. So pretty. Rattling closed the hand. Pothole.
Yeah, try to hit those potholes if you can. All right, so here we are in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and it just appears once you leave the national park, you're in town.
I remember on our honeymoon, we come through the national park, and he's like, "Okay, it's coming up," and it is. It's just like all of a sudden it appears. Where's the space needle?
I see the spire.
Okay. We used to tell our boys.
Yeah, you've never been to Gatlinburg to our honeymoon.
No, yeah, that was my first time. We used to tell our boys, because they loved the space needle. They had like a little arcade and gallery and stuff like that they like to play with. We used to tell them all the time, Space Needle fell down. They finally got wise to that. I was like, no, it didn't.
There it is.
Yeah.
See it now? What's in flags say? Oh, that's off-road. That's the number. I guess if you want to rent that or something. So what's new? Easy Owls. That's been there a couple of months now. That was Cumberland Jack's, wasn't it?
Yeah. We haven't eaten there.
What's the crosswalk here? Yeah, let them go. When you are, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you do drive through Gatlinburg and you're not familiar with it, you do have to yield to people. Even if you see them standing on the side of the road waiting to cross, go ahead and let them cross, because there have been accidents and people hit.
Oh yeah.
In town before.
Are they still working on that back there?
They are. Yeah, they got
Best Italian back there. They got
Italian
all boarded up, but they're remodeling.
Yes, the good news is they're not closing; they're remodeling. So,
and one thing too, we used to do, as soon as you get in the Gatlinburg, you'd roll your windows down because you'd smell the food.
I'm not smelling anything right now.
I'm trying to smell, but I don't smell
it.
It
ain't so much food you smell now, unfortunately.
Know,
sometimes it is. Once you get by Fanny Farkles, you'll smell it.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna smell. Hey, do I see my car up ahead?
We're in your car.
Somebody's got a copycat car like mine.
So there's Five Guys on the left, Walgreens. I went out that morning in the snow because I just wanted to get out in it. I wanted to measure it, so I went and got a ruler. My hands was chapped, so I got some lotion. And you were getting ready, I think, that morning.
Yeah, I was.
Then we went hiking. What else do you do on a 15-degree snowy day?
Yeah. It's like when we were so hungry, then it was like, okay, now what are we going to find to eat? So it wasn't a matter of what do you feel like. It was like, what's open?
So we went to Loco Burrow that night. No, I'm sorry. We went to Loco. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Loco Burrow.
Well, when did we go to the little...
That was the first night we got here. Friday. Was that Friday night?
Okay.
What's she doing?
I do not know. I guess getting in. And there's the Berg Steakhouse on the right. That's the only restaurant in town where they accost you on the street to try to get you to come up there. They're not out there now.
No, I didn't see you. Kind of odd. Yeah. Quite a few people for a Thursday night.
Yes, there are.
See my car up there?
I still don't.
It's on the
Okay,
left.
I do now, yes.
Somebody in town has another car like mine. I went to work one morning and it was already sitting there parked. I was like, who is this? But they don't work for the town, so I don't know who it was. But
Well, it was there again last week. It's been there twice.
yeah, I don't know if they work for
And
the
it stayed there
EMS.
all day.
Yeah, they may. I don't know.
Yeah. So if you see it up there, that's another Blue Princess. I don't know how I came up with that name. I think because you wouldn't let me ride in it for a couple of months.
That's not true.
No, it's not. I took you. Do you even remember where you bought it? I bet you don't.
I know it was above Corbin, Kentucky, but
It was Corbin, Kentucky.
oh, was it Corbin? I know
The car lot wasn't, but they met us over there.
Oh, okay. And we went and ate at the
Original KFC.
Yep.
Actually, I'm just going to say Kentucky Fried Chicken. I hate these abbreviations. Like these commercials at BK, have it your way. It's like people are lazy anymore. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken. And here I caught myself doing it. Or Burger King, you know. It's McDonald's, not Mickey D's. I don't guess they've shortened Wendy's or...
I don't know what you could.
Yeah, what would you do with that? We just talking. It's the kind of stuff we talk about when we're just riding down the road and passing time.
So Anakees is supposed to have opened back up or going to.
Oh, is it?
Well, I'm trying to remember on our live, people were talking about it. Maybe
Their
they're
webcam
not.
was down for
No,
maintenance.
maybe not, because I don't see nothing going up the thing. They're supposed to have, like, I guess it's supposed to be faster way to get up there. Why are we sitting here? Oh.
Well, they're turning. They have to wait for people to get out the crosswalk. Yeah, so there's where you get your tickets for Anakees, right there on the right. No Way Jose's on the left. We have not been there since we started doing YouTube. We've actually only ever been there twice.
We actually talked about it last trip up here with the snow, but
They were
closed.
They were closed.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, go ahead and tell you now, our favorite of the 3 Mexican restaurants in Gatlinburg. You're fixing to see it right here as we make the turn. It's El Sonador.
What's the other one? I just forget.
What do you mean, the other one?
You said the 3. Oh, Loco Burro.
Yeah, the one we ate at during the snowstorm. Because that was the only place that really opened.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, all right, we're heading over to Pigeon Forge now. There's Chesapeake's on the left. That's great seafood. They got the best. I never had a crab cake I liked until there.
Those were good.
Those were amazing.
And you can sit right there on the glass wall and look at the river. We saw a bear walking.
We did. Another cool place is up here on the left, the Pizzeria.
Yeah, our son.
These bumps are knocking that thing off the magnet. I do apologize, y'all.
Our son told us about that place. We had heard about it, but he was saying about how delicious it was.
Yeah, he and Jessica love it. Let's see if I can get out of that hood a little bit. Nah, that's too much. I'll just have to crop the video. The heirloom room, I've heard that's good.
They're expensive.
Well, like Morton's was cheap the other way.
Yeah, that's true. But it's
can't be any worse than that.
Fancy.
I won't say worse, but you know, Quality Inn and Suites. We did a review there about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
That's not a bad place. We got a good rate there.
Yeah, we did it. It was a nice room.
Very big room.
It was. Had a fireplace. But it wasn't really that cold that trip, was it? I turned the fireplace on one time just because I wanted to see it.
I don't remember it being. It seemed like it was kind of rainy that weekend.
It was rainy.
Some of it.
Towards the end, I think.
Maybe not the whole weekend, but the Appy Lodge. Who's ever stayed at the Appy Lodge? I want to sometime, but they're not pet friendly.
Flapjacks there. We ate at that one. They've got a nice big window over the river back over there.
We're kind of limited to what we can do with pets because not everybody's pet friendly. So there's a lot of places we would like to try sometime, but you got to be able to take your pet. Anyway, yep, you're right behind car just like yours.
Yeah.
Get on up there a little closer to it. That way, give somebody in the other car something to talk about.
Look at all the traffic.
Yeah, for a Thursday night, this is surprising.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised so many people in Gatlinburg. I mean, I guess it's starting to pick up. I mean,
when we were up here for the snow, we actually rode across the Gatlinburg bypass and did a drive along the spur here. I never posted it.
you should have. It was
I should.
in the snow. It's
I'm gonna
so
go ahead and do it. I'm gonna release it in the winter. There's no point in releasing it now unless it snows again.
Yeah, either way.
But I'll release it before next winter because it was actually a short video and kind of pretty too.
It was.
Just
Well, they got a sunroof.
I never got around to doing it. Yeah, they got a sunroof. You don't. Kind of a weird feeling driving behind yourself, ain't it? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. We're going to be checking into the room here in just a few minutes, so hope y'all enjoyed it. This was just kind of a little nothing video, I guess.
It was just a fun little chatting and showing you the pretty scenery.
We did that once before, just drove across the national park and just talked about whatever. And
yeah.
A lot of people liked it. Got to show you some snow this time. That was an added bonus.
It was.
So we'll be bringing you several restaurant reviews up here this weekend. We're excited about getting together with some YouTube friends this weekend. Several YouTube channels, in fact. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe.
Be sure to give it a thumbs up and find and follow us on Facebook.
Have a blessed evening.